Hello everyone, my name is Leo Yoshinaga and my group member are Ayman and Joya. We are group 11 and our topic is how would restriction on international travel affect the price of hotel room in Toowoomba. The purpose of discussion is to find out what international travel restriction is and how it impacts on hotel sector in Australia, and then how it affects price of hotel room in Toowoomba and how hotel in Toowoomba overcome difficulties. Now I will talk about international travel restriction and how it affects hotel in Australia. Australia borders have been closed since 19 March 2019. The only people who can travel to Australia are citizens, permanent residents, immediate family members, travelers who have been in New Zealand for at least 40 days before the date of departure. The outward travel, also banned from Australia, remain in place, with an exemption being made for travel to and from New Zealand. Due to international travel restriction, number of visitors to Australia decreased 94.6% when compared with pre-COVID-19. Now I will talk about travel restriction and hotel in Australia. It has a negative impact on hotel due to border closure, both international and interstate. Capital cities rely more heavily on domestic business travel and international spend. International visitors accounted for 41% of all spend in capital city, only 10% for regional locations. Domestic overnight visit to capital city decreased by 78% in June quarter 2020 compared with June 2019. Many accommodation venues went into hibernation as occupancy rate decreased in the March and April of 2020. However, in fact, some hotels in popular regional tourism destinations were busy because interstate borders have reopened. This increase in demand has led to a consequent increase in price for some hotel rooms. However, demand for hotel service are still decreasing, and hotel occupancy rates are falling to less than 60%.
Hotel owners experienced difficulty staying open due to an outbreak of the coronavirus, causing the international flight ban for Australia during March 2020. The cost of bills and employee pay was becoming too hard to maintain due to the loss of tourists. Some hotel owners found ways to assist people who needed to isolate themselves. This assisted the hotels to bring in an income for the business. Athens Motel, located in Toowoomba, experienced a dramatic decline in customers during the international travel ban. Athens Motel became desperate to keep the business alive and wanted to help people isolate themselves during these times. An interview produced by 7 News on the 20th of March 2020, Athens Motel advertised a 14-day quarantine and isolation package for anyone needing to isolate. The motel offered $90 per night plus an additional $45 per day for 3 meals a day. This is a reduced pre-COVID price of $139 to $144 per night for a studio. This increased the motel's customer rate and the income for the motel and provided a safe environment for people needing a place to isolate. The Queensland government closed the Queensland borders on the 24th of March 2020. During this time, the Queensland government produced advertisements on television to increase travel within Queensland. This marketing plan encouraged Queenslanders to travel through the local towns and cities without leaving the state. Hotels in Toowoomba struggled financially due to the lack of national and international customers. However, interstate travellers assisted them during this time. Oaks Toowoomba Hotel gained more interstate travellers by advertising isolation rooms, offering free coffee for health workers, and flexible policies for bookings. Queensland government deeply considered the hotel industry during the absence of customers due to the international flight ban, and found effective ways to promote state travelling to boost their Queensland economy. Hotels in Toowoomba were able to get past the difficult and expensive time by actively thinking of strategies to increase their income to keep the business open.
In a summary, the information collected indicate that during COVID-19, hotels in Toowoomba have been affected in a negative way due to border closure. As a result, there has been less traveling from outside Australia, which means less money coming to hotels in Australia, especially in Toowoomba. Before COVID-19, there was a lot of international travel, but after COVID, now there is been a major decline in international travel. The main travel happening now during COVID is domestic travel, traveling only within Australia. The hotels in Toowoomba have had to resort to other ways to get more customers by advertising isolation rooms, offering free coffee for health workers, and flexible policy for booking. This and much more has been done in hopes that those Toowoomba hotels will be able to keep their businesses open and running.